Welcome back. Hope everybody's had a good holiday season. If you're not familiar, I of course am Yellowfang42, and I am on a journey to get to level 99. Goodness me. I genuinely missed streaming throughout the entirety of the week of Christmas. Genuinely missed it, because I was like, man, something feels like there was like, I'm so used to the routine, you know? Get on stream, pull up Kingdom Hearts, beat up Dusks for a couple of hours, and yeah, I've missed that. And I'm very happy to continue on my crusade towards level 99. I almost considered doing a little bit of grind on the side, but I was like, nah, we're gonna continue to have proof that I am doing this completely by the book, like a complete lemon. I don't know why I do this to myself, but honestly, actually, no, I do. I say this every time. I do it because it's funny. It's actually hilarious to put this amount of effort into something that would seem so trivial in the end. But I love it. Absolutely love it. Now, in case anyone is wondering what I'm doing, I am allowing the Dusks to beat the tar out of me for a little bit, so then I can get to half health or below. This allows me to get double the XP after taking out the Dusks, and therefore we get a little bit more progress. Does it affect the time? I still haven't done the mathematics for it. I kind of don't want to do that. But we're off to a great start for the day. I think that was about 40 XP total. And we get a total of 40 to 80 XP between these back and forths, which is great. I am so in a good mood. It's been a pretty decent week. I did have a little bit of a roller coaster just because of holidays and stuff. Not all of the family is here anymore, so you know, got some emotions about being like, oh yeah, we don't have everybody here for the holidays, so it is what it is. But pretty good one. I got a replacement for my earbuds because my old earbuds, if you take any sort of sound canceling earbuds to a really loud concert or rave or party, the sound canceling function is gonna break and you're gonna get static in your ears and it's gonna make them really like horrible to listen to. So now I got some new ones and they are fantastic. I'm very happy about it. And I also got a crap ton of chocolate chips because I enjoy chocolate chips. I'm very particular about my chips too. It's so silly, but the recipes are super important if you ask me. You gotta pick your chocolates carefully, because some of them suck and some of them are absolutely great. Speaking of said chocolate chips, I got the opportunity to use them on my waffles this morning. It took me a little while, but I did in fact make my waffles because I ran out yesterday and I didn't make them yesterday, so I had to compensate by making them this morning. What can you do? It's good old breakfast. It's a regular breakfast. I don't know who to ask about the regular breakfast thing. I really don't. But honestly, if it ain't broke, you don't want to fix it. Not in the slightest. I also had the opportunity to just have some downtime just yesterday, so I played some Power Wash Simulator. I don't know who to ask, or if I'm just dumb about it, but the UI is really hard to read when you're playing on a television. And to be fair, I'm looking at the screen right now through my glasses, and the UI's looking a little blurry, so I think my New Year's resolution is to finally call my eye doctor and get my glasses replaced. It's been a couple years. I don't think I got them replaced since before 2022. I graduated in 2022, from college specifically. So, yeah. And I'm pretty sure I got those glasses in the middle of my final college year, so yikes. So if I do start getting a headache from my bad eyesight, I'll just randomly take off the glasses. I can still make progress, all things considered, but I can and will play my games blind if I have to. I will call my eye doctor later. I really do need to remind myself to do that. Hopefully the office is open, and hopefully I'm still listed as a patient on the eye doctor that I usually work with. And then I will remember to get the specific prescription, so then in addition to getting some replacement glasses, I can also order other replacements in case those ones break on me. I don't anticipate me breaking my glasses, but I kind of want to be a little bit vain about my glasses style. Because here's the thing. When I first got glasses as a kid, I got wireframes, and they were these little narrow ones. And since I was a bit of, I'm just gonna say it outright, I was kind of an analog in a way. Like, I avoided makeup and just general self-care. I was also just a gremlin. But basically, I look like a gremlin with granny glasses. And on Sundays, there were a few days where I definitely looked like I was a granny or something like that. It was bad. It was bad. I was once mistaken for being a staff at my middle school just because I walked with purpose. Yeah. So, like, in high school, I decided, okay, I'm gonna get the plastic frames. I'm gonna get a little bit more in fashion, and it was great. It's great. I like having big lenses. But I kind of want to be able to switch back and forth between my big old plastic glasses and my wireframes, just to shake things up, like if I go to, like, events and dress up and things like that. Sometimes you just want wireframes, even though my lenses are very thick. They are Coke bottle thick, in fact. Uh-oh. Hang on a second, let me concentrate. Gotta lock in. Please don't hit me. This is the one time that I don't want them to hit me. Okay, we're good. Sorry about that. I was so focused on thinking about the fact that my glasses are, like, ridiculous that... Don't want to die. Not gonna add to the death counter. I think we've already... It's 3 deaths so far in this, segment of doing this. It's been a while. It's been a little while. Let's see, what else? What other things happened during the holiday? The family that is in town was able to get together. We had a little dinner. It was great. I was completely out of it because I was exhausted. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to turn up my friendly personality. Which, considering that it's like a Yellow Fang, you seem kind of friendly, maybe. I don't know. I don't know your perceptions of me. Why would I ever assume that? But basically, I allowed myself to be ridiculously silly around my family members, and it was fun. I had so much fun just being a goofball, so yeah. It's what I do whenever I'm like, okay, I'm feeling exhausted, but I want to make sure that everybody's having a good time, so I, like, amp up my silliness a little bit and make jokes more. I'm a little louder. Long story short, if I ever go to parties, I don't need alcohol or drugs to have fun. I can just turn up the mood by being a goofball. I don't know how exactly I turn off the inhibitions. It's just a very solid decision of, okay, time to be silly. There we go. Boom, done. So it was pretty good. It was pretty dang good. And what else? I did a crap ton more writing this week. So that was very fun. Super fun, in fact. I enjoyed that. Probably a little too much, but you know what? It's good. It's good. I have made a tiny amount of progress on the next video that I'm uploading. The problem is that I recorded that during the same day as my last live stream, and I forgot to double check that I had the audio equipment hooked up in OBS, like, selected. So no audio got recorded, so all of my perfectly good footage of me talking through and explaining things was non-existent. So I have to do a lot of voicing over, and I'm not excited about that. That's the basic gist of it. I'm just not excited about having to voice over a bunch of things. But I think what I'll do is, I'm thinking about this because I recorded these in like 30-minute segments or so, so it's like an hour and a half of footage. What I think I will do with those is I'm going to select like different segments of clips, and then I'll have to script it out probably, or just think it through and pretend that I'm live or something and talk my way through it. But it was so fun to do the whole recording. It's such a shame that I didn't get the audio. I was slightly influenced because I really enjoy Hermitcraft stuff. This is a Minecraft video that I'm talking about, and so I had just literally watched one of Wells Knight's videos, so my speech pattern was heavily influenced by Wells' speech patterns. I pick up on a lot of people's speech patterns. It's both a blessing and a curse. Hello! We are currently on level 41, I think? Yeah, we're on level 41. And I don't think we're gonna make it to level 42 tonight, but we're gonna at least make some progress. Also, good to see you, Shinigami. How you doing? Also, I do apologize in advance if I take a second and, like, miss something, just because, my eyesight is getting worse. I'll live. I'm doing good. Had a good holiday. I got chocolate chips, which is something that I did want, so it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. Made food too. Waffles and this other recipe, it's vegetables and gravy, is absolutely delicious, but I need to make chicken for it. There's leftover turkey that I'm pairing it with her right now. It's 10 out of 10. I wish I could say it's my own recipe, but I literally looked up vegetables and gravy and I can't remember the website. I have the PDF on my phone for the recipe, like the document. Good stuff. Good stuff. Really hearty and, okay, maybe not hearty, but it's good for cold weather. It's like a soup. The gravy part does end up varying though, because I don't usually have like regular milk in the house, just because lactose intolerance sucks. So I use this powdered milk, and I mix the powdered milk with water, and I never get the ratio exactly right, so the thickness of the gravy always varies. It's very hilarious. Happens to me with waffles too. 10 out of 10 experience, by the way. I think I got the ratio right today with the waffles, now that I'm thinking about it, because the batter was like thick in the same way that it is whenever I make waffles with regular milk. It's always more than I think I need. It's a good time. It's a good time. Yeah. Yeah. Woo. I also played some Power Wash earlier. Not on stream, off stream. Unfortunately, the user interface text is really small on PS4. So I'm like, my eyes! It's chaos. Ooh. More 8s. It still cracks me up that, doing this is, like, this whole thing of also just paying attention to the numbers at a absurd level. It's made my brain, like, more functional. I think it's just because I'm exercising my brain more by doing, like, quick maths with 8s and 4s and trying to calculate, okay, how many dusks do I have left? Or, like, the approximate level, because it does fluctuate depending on my HP. I do wonder sometimes. One day I'll do the math. Other than just dividing and subtracting and multiplication. It's good to practice the basics. I'm very happy about it. Whew. Let's see. What other chaotic things? I have no idea what I'm gonna do next year other than continue this. It's gonna be fun. Well, I probably will maybe follow through with 1, the resolution to see my eye doctor, and 2, upload more videos onto YouTube, because I got some that I need to edit and upload. Including one where I thought it'd be really funny to read the introduction to a 1965 edition weather book. I don't know why I did that, other than I thought it was funny. It was pretty funny, actually. Funny thing that did happen not last week, the week before that. You didn't really miss much, I was a little out of it on Thursday. I decided to put on Christmas music, and it got copyrighted so hard on YouTube. It was so bad. I'm eventually gonna have to cut that out of the VOD. I probably should do that later. I still haven't. I was focusing on just being around family and stuff, so it's there. Yeah, I was just like, let's put on Michael Bublé, it'll be funny. It was kind of funny though in the moment, because I was singing along with it. But I was also super tired. I don't know what it is about Thursdays, but Thursdays I'm just drained for some reason. One day I will figure out the issue with that. No! I refuse to be sleepy! To be fair, this is also really relaxing. It sounds silly for it to be relaxing, but it is. Ah! No! Pain in the arm. Yeah, thankfully I'm not in like the big leagues yet where I get paid for things, so I don't have to worry about a loss of monetization, but eventually I am gonna have to deal with regularly making sure that I don't play copyrighted music on my streams, or at least when it gets to the VOD part, remove it at some point. Maybe I'll make my own Christmas album, like Schlatt did, and then play my own Christmas album on stream. That would mean I have to figure out how to do music distribution stuff. Scary. I mean, to be fair, if I want to do this for a regular living other than just a hobby, I will have to do lots of figuring things out, so might as well start learning. Whee! Alright, big stretch. Although it's just one arm that's doing the big stretch, the other one is currently occupied with the controller and taking out the dusks. So now I switch hands and reach for the sky. There we go. Why is this bicep sore? Rude. I was gonna say I haven't done that much lifting or anything like that, but I had to blow up a couple of air mattresses just the other day, and we don't know where the electric air pump is, so I had to use the manual one. And yeah, I got a decent arm workout from it. I'm quite happy about that, actually. It's kind of fun. I like my workouts to have some kind of purpose to them. Like if I'm walking, I want to be walking somewhere or doing something. Like I don't want it to just be like running for running's sake or walking for walking's sake or lifting for lifting's sake. I want it to like accomplish something. Because then, maybe it's just my own personal like experiences with like working out and stuff, and that's one of those things I'll probably have to unpack later in life. I'll unpack it eventually. That'd be a fun workout. Nah, nah. Let's see. Ooh, shiny. Oh, I just remembered. Since it's gonna be New Year's, that means there's gonna be an absurd amount of fireworks. Oh. Like, I like fireworks. They're pretty and all. But they're really loud. And, my dogs do not enjoy the fireworks. And they tend to crowd around me, which can be a little bit stressful. And I understand they're just crowding around me because they want to be safe, but whoo boy. Also, it gets even more it's gonna be even more obnoxious since New Year's, you know, everybody's gonna be up till midnight waiting for the New Year, and they're gonna be so loud. I'm gonna need to go to bed early on Tuesday or something like that. I could do that. Yeah. That also makes me wonder, that'd be risky for my sleep levels, because then I would just have to not stream on the New Year's Day. I was debating on whether to just stream on New Year's Eve, but then I remembered the last time I stayed up pretty long, taking out dusts and doing the grind. I was pretty tanked after that. Might be better to just stick to my regular schedule. I'll just stick to the regular schedule. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. That's adequate. That's more than adequate. Yeah. It'll be good. I started practicing, like, a little bit of guitar the other day. I can't remember the exact reason. What was it? I think I wanted to learn... It was a Crane Wife song. Sleeping Giants. I wanted to learn Sleeping Giants, which, funny enough, it's just like E minor, G... No. E minor, G, D, A. Yeah, that's the one. Just cycle that, and then it's a matter of figuring out the strum patterns. Maybe I should work on my hand dexterity. That'd probably be a good one. Because then I'd be able to actually properly strum with my guitar. I don't know how to explain it. I tried searching it up, but I don't know the wording to be able to, like, figure out how to deal with it. Like, even just thinking about it, I feel like my bones in my hand are all kind of scrunched together. And it makes it hard to do the arm or wrist movements to strum at an adequate speed for some songs. Maybe it's just my fine motor skills are out of whack. I think maybe that's it. Yeah. That actually sounds a lot better. No. That makes more sense. That's what I'm trying to say. My fine motor skills are a little out of whack, so it makes strumming difficult. And it looks like my hand has a bit of a stutter when I strum. Like it sometimes glitches out and misses something. One of these days I will also fix that. Maybe I should look that up later. What if I look it up now? What if I look it up now? I bet it's going to tell me to do drawing classes or something like that, or just practice drawing more often. Which would make sense. Let's see, Oh, right, the keyboard doesn't work. How to improve fine motor skills. Ah, yes, for toddlers and preschoolers. Okay, that makes sense. Huh. Maybe I should go to the craft store again. I haven't been there in a while, but... Huh. Sticker... Stringing Cheerios. Interesting. Okay. all of these things on this list are just telling me that I should do some more crafting. Which I am totally down for. Cool. Awesome. Alright, let's continue. That's gonna be fun. I wonder what I'll craft. I need to make some I need to clean up so much stuff. Maybe I'll craft by... I have some friendship bracelet thread. Maybe I'll work on making some friendship bracelets. For what reason, I don't know, but it'd be fun. Oh, I can make a few of them that are themed after, like, random characters, so then I can just give them to friends at a convention. I could totally do that. That'd be kind of sick, actually. I'd want to make at least 2 for each character, though. I'll have to think about that and make some plans for it. But that friendship thread has been sitting there since... it's literally just embroidery thread, but it's been sitting there for... When did I get it? It's got to be at least 2021. I know I got the thread at the same time that I had my first TikTok account. Yikes. That was fun. But it was fun. It was good times. I made a couple of bracelets. I haven't worn them in a while. I made one with the bi-flag colors. I made another that was supposed to be like a... I didn't outright say it was a cancer awareness ribbon type bracelet. It was just like a candy stripe. But it was using 3 different colors, like the general cancer awareness, and then one of the colors is the leukemia awareness, and then the other is the sarcoma awareness color. And I had all 3 on the bracelet. And then the last one was... It like sort of had the candy stripe thing, but in the second section it had candy stripes of rainbow, and then the other section was black, and the black would be checkerboarded into it. It was a lot of fun. That one was pretty challenging. I'd have to look up the tutorial to make another one like that, but it was a lot of fun. I think they're doing friendship bracelets at the convention I'm going to, so that'll be fun. I'm excited for that. Those are gonna be great. I'm also thinking of going to another one, but I need to update my passport for flying. Because, yeah, I need to update my passport. I'm not looking forward to that, but it's gotta get done. Like, okay, the only problem that I actually have with it is just I have to make sure I get a decent passport photo. So I'll need to ask family members for help with the passport photo. And then I gotta find a spot, like, with a white background to take the passport photo. And then I can just renew it online. I'm thankfully eligible to do that. Yay! That'll be fun. Flying. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. What am I looking at? There we go. I got distracted by something in the room. I don't know exactly what it was, but it was like a split-second distraction, which is normal. Oh my goodness. Why is my blanket falling off my shoulders? Get back here, blanket. I want to be warm. It's getting cold. And I want a little more snow. Just a little bit. I want enough to make a snow fort. Like I used to as a kid. Or make random snowballs. Or enough for my mom to make a giant snow turtle in the yard that I will inevitably trip over. Because both times that she has made a snow turtle, I have tripped over it every single time. Without fail. In all fairness, it is on the ground. And I've been trying to get out of the habit of staring at the ground wherever I walk. Because I'm always trying to watch where I step. I don't want to trip over things. And I have good reason for it, but at the same time, if I look ahead far enough, like I do with my driving, like if I look ahead in a curve, it makes the curve driving a lot smoother. And maybe, just maybe, if I look ahead while I'm walking, I will have a bit of a smoother walk, and yeah. And I won't have to worry about tripping, because I'll have already seen whatever it is in front of me a little while before that. Oh well. Whew. Goodness gracious. Oh, okay, perfect. The Dusks are being very cooperative today. Very, very cooperative. I need to get a drink of water. Let me get into the other room and then back out, and then I'll get a sip of 2 of water. Because hydration is especially important during the winter times. Very important during the winter. Never gets old. Never gets old. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Oh! Went to the grocery store today because I needed to get a couple things, including like toothpaste. And while I was in the checkout line, I'm like, oh hey, Farmer's Almanac, maybe I'll get that. But then I decided not to get it because I kind of thumbed through it and I'm like, oh, there's ads in here. It's so funny when I see ads, I'm just like, ugh, and I immediately like don't want to even look at the thing. I've been oversaturated with that. But the reason I was thinking about looking at that is because for the past year or two, like since I left my old job, I've been like, I want a garden, I want to grow some food in the house so then I don't have to buy as much food, but I keep not doing it. So I'm like, maybe this will persuade me to do the thing. I think what really would persuade me to do the thing is if I just sat down and did the thing. I found I tend to do whatever it is that I want to do after I've molded over for way too long. And then I start getting cranky about it. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the thing. Like, streaming, I was like, girl, you've done it before, you can do it. It doesn't have to be absolutely fantabulous, just make sure it runs and the video and audio is functional. And yeah, and now this is a regular thing for me and I'm quite enjoying it. Or like, shoot, even this morning I was like, okay, I need to eat. I don't want to eat what I usually eat for lunch and dinner because I'm not going to have the same meal all day. I'm going to make those dang waffles. So then I can have waffles for the next, I think there's 12 remaining. Because this batch made about a total of 13. If only the excess batter didn't spill out of the waffle maker, that was really annoying. I could have had 14 waffles total, yeah. I ate one and then stored the other 12. I'm gonna have to separate them tomorrow morning because, heat and moisture makes the waffles try to stick together. It's not like in a gross way, it's just like, it's just waffles sticking together. Ah! Whee! Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, one of the things I'd really love to grow is potatoes. So one of the times, once I need to double check when it's the grow zone. I need to check the grow zone later, and then figure out when the best time is to plant potatoes. And then I'll just dig up a section in the garden and plant potatoes there. and hopefully it'll work. Because that'd be awesome to not have to buy potatoes. And then I could make little potato bites constantly. They're so good. I'm gonna eventually make some later because I don't want the potatoes in my house currently to get green or start growing prematurely. It's so funny to see potatoes like, they're like, oh, that have been forgotten. Those ones. Forgotten potatoes are hilarious because they're always just like, oh, the soil. And they're reaching out with the little tuber roots. It looks like something out of a horror game, but nope, it's just the spud searching for dirt. Yeah. Yeah. I also considered growing broccoli for a bit because I was on one of those times where I was just making beef and broccoli on a regular basis. It was pretty good. I actually made it again the other day. It was still delicious, and I made sure to, one, not overcook it, and two, I chopped up the florets into smaller bites because a couple times I have nearly inhaled the broccoli into my lungs, and you don't want broccoli in your lungs because you can't breathe through that. Good times. It's good stuff. Oh. Ooh, working blind. Okay. There we go. Fixed it. Okay. There's something in my eyeball, and it won't go away. I bet it is an eyelash that has betrayed me. There we go. Well, it's still there. It's still there. The eyelash is still there. I think there was another thing that I also considered growing. If I set it up right, that would be awesome. Green beans, that would be pretty sick to grow some green beans. Because I like those too. They're really good. Boil them, maybe not mash them, but they're really good in the vegetables and gravy. It's one of the components of the vegetables for that. So, yeah. Green beans! Yay! I wonder if next time I make green beans, I'm gonna see if I could add. I'll melt some butter on them. I want to see how that tastes. Because usually I just have salt and pepper on them, but I think it'd be pretty sick to see if butter would taste. I can imagine butter would taste good. Ooh, that's a good idea. That is definitely a good idea to have chickens. Especially with how some of the egg prices get. Goodness sakes. Some of the egg prices are so abysmal. I'm just like, ooh. So I try to save it till the last possible second to get eggs. But that would be really cool to have chickens. That would be excellent. I'm sorry. I can't resist a good egg pun. We used to have a pretty good garden at one point. It was a few years ago. We'd grow tomatoes, we'd grow... I think we grew pumpkins and... we grew zucchini. We had so much zucchini. Like, if you look away from a zucchini plant for too long, you will have, like, a whole zucchini the size of a toddler. Or, like, I say Hollywood newborn baby because obviously they don't use newborns in television shows or anything like that. They use, like, a baby that's, like, a few months old. Yeah. That's hilarious. True egg nugget. I love that. Yeah. So much zucchini bread was made from those giant zucchini toddlers. Let's face it, they were the size of a small toddler. It was insane. I think at one point the zucchini or some squash, it crossed over with the pumpkin in the yard, which they are very prone to do that. Like those types of plants, I can't remember what the type of plant is called, but those types of plants tend to hang out together and try to intermix, and we ended up with this weird squumpkin that we called it. It was a horrendous giant pumpkin squash thing. It was like a garden abomination in a way. We kept it for a while, and then eventually we did try to make something of it, but it wasn't really that great. So we're just like, well, that really sucks. We also used to grow corn. That was fun. Growing corn was fun. We had like, it was just like a small tiny line right next to the fence in the garden. Good times. There was also another point where we had a ridiculous amount of strawberries. We still sometimes get strawberries, just in a different part of the yard. And I'm pretty sure my dog eats them. It's not slugs. We have a dog that likes to eat the strawberries. I caught him eating the strawberries once. I'm like, what are you doing? It was funny. Yeah, but we used to have so many, so we would go out and regularly pick them out, wash them up, store them, eat the strawberries. Good times. I'd have to do so much to the garden area, because I don't know if we removed the quote-unquote weed guard, I guess. It's one of those plastic thingies. I'm pretty sure... I'm 55% sure it's still there, but I'll have to ask about it, because we did try to have a garden again a while back. I could always just take a shovel to it when it gets a little warmer. It'd be nice that instead of mowing that little section, because it's just grass and weeds now. Although I do like the, I think there's some sort of, oh shoot, 1 second. Let me take out these guys real quick. Or, you know what, I'll just pause it. Hang on, I gotta take a call. Oh, crap, I missed it. Crap, hang on. Let me, 1 second, I gotta call this person back. Alright, we're back. Was an important phone call. I had to get some information across. And I am very happy to have done that. Yay! Alright, let me press a couple more buttons real quick. Why is everything breaking? Stop breaking, phone. Breathe for 2 seconds or something. Okay, cool. No, it broke. Okay. Okay, and then I'm just gonna reboot that. Okay, we're back. Let's see, what am I looking for? I am looking for the next 10 of these. The next 10, woohoo! Okay, and possibly not steering myself off of the map, even though that's impossible to do that. I don't think they left any gaps. Yep. Just had to send some info. I always want to make sure that I don't miss calls, especially from like family and stuff, just because like I never know if it's going to be an emergency. What is going on? Okay, it's working. My phone scares me sometimes, I swear. There we are. Nice. Woo. Ow. I don't know why I would say ow. I don't know why I would say the question of why I'm saying it. Oh, whatever. Whatever works, alright. Ow. I'm so glad that I don't feel the actual physical pain the video game characters feel, because that would not be fun. Not in the slightest. Whee! Oh, goodness gracious. I've got the sleepies. Back in the rhythm. We're doing good. Oh gosh. All I had to do was think of one word. I say the word rhythm and all I can think of is, just last night I was like, I was in one of those, how do I explain it? I was in like a mood where I'm like, okay, I want to feel something, but I didn't know what to watch, so I just ended up pulling up the comedy special of John Mulaney's, the Kid Gorgeous at Radio City one. So when I said the word rhythm, I'm just thinking, now I've thrown him off his rhythm. It's so funny. Rewatching that now, it was kind of super really obvious that Mulaney had a bit of a, had somewhat of a coke addiction, because he kept making jokes about it. I'm like, as I was rewatching, I'm like, oh, he was making jokes because he knows. I'm glad as far as I know, I'm glad he's doing better. I'm glad he's doing better. I'm glad he got into rehab and stuff like that, because that was probably not the fun time. I think he talked about it in the most recent special he did. I can't remember what it's called. Yeah. Don't get addicted to coke, kids. It ain't good for ya. It makes you do dumb things. Ooh, I'm gonna need another drink of water now that I'm thinking about it. Come here, water. Goodness gracious me. Thinking about music again. Specifically, just the other day, I was searching for something to get for a White Elephant gift exchange with my friend group. And I was like, okay, I want to get something that will be fun, that pretty much anyone would want. or would have fun with. And I ended up settling on a coloring book, actually a couple coloring books. One of them was Wildflowers and the other one was Pokemon. I can't figure out which one was more popular to the recipient. I also got colored pencils, so then it was just ready to go. But as I was like looking through that, I also ended up in the media section of the store and ended up staring at the very small selection of albums for like 10 minutes. It was so funny, but I was like, oh, hey, these albums. Like, one of them was one of the Journey albums, and I actually kind of wish I got that one because the copy that we supposedly have in the house does not exist. It does not. It is a fraud. Because if the disc exists, it's not where it's supposed to be. It is not in its case. It is replaced by a random mix CD. I have no idea where the original is. And I actually discovered that when I was pilfering through my sister's CD collection because I wanted to add more music to my thumb drive that I will eventually replug back into my car for traveling. I basically use it whenever I don't want to use my phone for music, because then I can just talk to my car and be like, hey, car, play such and such song, and then it will play it. So long as I pronounce the word correctly. It doesn't always listen to me properly, and sometimes it makes guesses, and I have to pronounce certain words very weird. For example, there is a song called Infinite. I have to pronounce it very strangely in order to get that song to play using the voice command. This is a 2013, by the way. It's an older car. This thing is like at least 10 years old, and it still functions. Thank goodness. Oh my gosh, I love it to bits. But it's very hilarious that voice recognition software gets really weird sometimes, and you have to pronounce things very strangely. Although then again, I remember the early days of Siri where it hardly understood anything outside of standard British accents and stuff like that, so you know, I don't know. I think I need to do another big stretch. Big stretch. Oh my goodness gracious, why am I walking? Okay, well now I've learned I can't walk back through the door. Back? What? Okay. Cool. Oh my god. Didn't realize I needed such a really ridiculous amount of stretching to do. Oh, and there goes my back. Don't worry, no back pain. Just it popping. Okay, good. Next is fine. I have no idea how much XP I just got out of that. It's probably like 14 or something. I can also just look at the screen when I have a second. I'll allow some damage while I write. Oh cool, I got 8 out of both of those. But what about these? Am I really watching backwards in time? Is this really what I am? Is this my life? Time traveling constantly? Yeah, see? Boom. Okay. That should get me to stop rewatching my own stream as it's live. Goodness sakes. Oh. Goodness gracious. I went on a walk this afternoon. It was very nice. It was me, my mom, my dogs. We were all walking. It was just a really nice day, nice and chilly. And and as I was going up this hill, for some reason I decided to race to the end. Just a little jog, nothing too spectacular. I don't want to blow out my knees or anything because they don't do much work. That's my own deal. And I don't know how I managed to pull this off, but I managed to run without bobbing my head or any sort of bouncing. It was very strange. Like, I managed to keep the rest of my body level as I ran up like this segment of hill, and it was very confusing to me for like several minutes afterwards. I was honestly impressed with myself, but I was like, how on earth did I do that? But at the same time, I'm like, okay, this works. I'm not complaining. I don't feel any down pain from landing on my knees because my knees are not sufficiently protected by my leg muscles, because me skipping any sort of workout day is a consistent problem. I should do more leg workouts. It'd probably be good for me. Even just some walking. Just walking would be great. Maybe I'll go up and down the stairs on my days where I'm pacing a lot. I do a lot of pacing, but I think maybe I'll just walk up and down the stairs when I get in one of those moods where I just either I'm brainstorming a story or I'm thinking really hard about like some sort of concept that I'm trying to work on or planning. Maybe I'll do that. Or when I'm daydreaming, let's be real. If I daydream, I pace. And I pace a lot when I daydream. I think I once looped around, like, I looped around my kitchen once for like at least 10 to 20 minutes. And I had to switch directions so that my other leg could get some rest. Like, that's how much I was looping. Goodness gracious, I need water. I've already drank half the bottle, and I still want more. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Okay. What are we doing here? There we go. I kept getting distracted by something, and whew, chilly, not turning. I don't know why I'm so cold, but I am. I mean, I get it. Cold air, but I should not be this cold. Okay. Here's the plan. We're about an hour in. I'm gonna give you the be right back screen, and I will in fact be right back. I'm gonna refill my water, do a little bit more stretching than normal, and other things that the human body needs. Unfortunately, I don't think I have any good snacks. What in the Sam Hill? Anyway, okay. Hang on. I'll be right back. Here's the be right back screen. Alright, we're back. I am so glad that I did that, because I just discovered that my dog's favorite show wasn't on. That sounds silly out of context, but it is important to me. Very important to me. They really like Kung Fu Panda. I don't know exactly why. I think it's something to do with the color grading on the film. And the sound design is pretty consistent. I don't know. It's just something my dogs have grown up with. They've grown up with whenever the family is out and about, put on Kung Fu Panda. They sit and watch it. I'm not joking. They do. Shoot, even I sit down and watch it. It's a good film. It's a very good film. Very, very good. I love it. Love it to bits. Love it to bits. Oh my goodness. Eepy. Very eepy. I think I can say this with full confidence. This is quite relaxing. Pup, what you doing? What's wrong? Whoa. Knees, you okay? Come here. Come on. It's okay. What's going on? Come here. You want some pets? Some cuddles? Some attention? I know I don't have extra snacks, but maybe some pets will suffice? Oh, baby, what's wrong? You're slinking around a lot. What's going on? Oh, it's a baby? Are you just a baby? You're just a baby? I hope your hips are okay. Is it cold? Is it too cold? Is it too cold? Oh my goodness. Whatever shall we do? Okay, where am I? Okay, first, make sure that there's no more. Okay, no more enemies. I can drive this one-handed. Dog requires attention. Very important to pet your pooches. If they like attention and affection, please pet your pooches. They love the pets. Yes, they do. Yeah. Alright. I gotta use 2 hands now, okay? This is for the puppy. He's a good doggy. Okay, I think that put her in a better mood. I think she wanted some attention. I think she also appreciates when this is a dog I'm talking about, by the way. I think my dog appreciates when I call her over to give her attention and affection. So she's like, oh, okay. It's pets. She was kind of like, wait, you're actually asking me to come get pets? And I'm like, yeah, girl. I'm gonna give you pets. I want to give you attention. You're a good dog. You make the night less scary. Oh my gosh. I've been on this earth for 2+ decades and I am still slightly scared of the dark. Well, it's less scared of the dark, it's more like whatever hides in it. I do not appreciate things hiding in the dark. It's not my favorite. My imagination goes brrr every time. It's not fun. Nope. Makes up a bunch of stuff. But now that I fully understand that my dog can and will make the loudest freaking bark in the world if she even like sniffs an intruder, I'm like, okay, we're good. I'll be fine. Especially when you're like halfway asleep and if the REM starts kicking in and you start dreaming but you're not fully awake, that having a dog that like makes noise when they detect something comes in clutch, because then you hear something, you think you hear a voice or something as you're falling asleep and you're like, oh, what was that? Then you realize, oh wait, the dog's not barking at it. Obviously, there's nothing there. It's just me starting to dream very early in my sleep. So it's great. It's great. Dreams are strange. I think I've talked about this before, but like I've had two. One of them is like, okay, I'm gonna have to deal with that on my own terms. But the one that I had last night makes a lot of sense. Basically, I had a dream that I took out somebody, with the help of a mobster. Yeah, because the person that I took out in that dream did something bad, like very bad, and I was like, you know what? Your subscription to having a soul has ended. Bye. Basically that. It was all in a dream, by the way, specifically. And I was like, oh, okay then. We're having those type of dreams. It was the weirdest part of that whole deal was the fact that we drove a car into a river. And we made sure to open the windows before driving into the river, so then we could swim out immediately. But that was just such a weird experience to dream up. Very, like I said, dreams are weird as hell. They're really weird. They make no sense, they're very nonsensical. It's just like, oh, okay, this is happening now. It's like when you're first learning storytelling. You just want to have all the fun, cool scenes and stuff, and you barely transition into it, and it doesn't make any sense of how you got from point A to point B, but it's already happening. And I dream quite vividly. Quite vividly. The other one that I still have to hash out, this is the second time this has happened, by the way. It ended on a sequence that was like what I imagined the life flashing before my eyes moment was, where like all the memories like flash through your head. That's what my brain decided to do. I think it even had some music in the background. Like I said, my dreams get crazy. They are very vivid, which can be both a help and a hindrance. A hindrance to my sleep and a help for my creativity. Brain go burr. Whew. I have decided to breathe into my blanket for a couple seconds. I need to breathe some warm air so that I don't start coughing up my lungs. I sense a cough coming and I don't want it, so I'm trying to prevent it by breathing in some hot air. I'll probably drink some more water. I made sure to refresh my water supply, so it'll be like a bottle and a half or something by the end of the stream that I've taken out. But it won't be me like slowly dehydrating towards the end of the stream. So that'll be good. We're trying to keep an adequate time and schedule thing. Ow. There was another streamer the other day. I wonder if he's still pushing for level 100. I wonder if he's still doing that. Or if he ended up losing progress because of stuff and gave up on it. I hope he didn't give up. Ow. Okay. I have not fixed whatever that is bothering me, but okay. Cool. I will deal with that later. Oh, my goodness gracious me. It's so funny. This is I haven't really thought about this until now. But I think talk about Minecraft a lot. Like, it is a very integral part of my life. I'm just thinking about it a lot, especially lately. I know if I have, like, any sort of semblance of creative energy left, at the end of the stream, I am totally gonna punch through grabbing some of the clips from my, recording that lost all audio. I'm not gonna do sound effects for it. I will go insane if I do that. It'll be worth it, it'll be worth it, it'll be worth it, it'll be worth it, it'll be worth it! I wish that I didn't miss that. That's so annoying. It was going so good. It's okay, it's cool. I can live with it. I think what I'll do is I'll rewatch through the footage, which will be very difficult to do. And I'll take some physical notes. And then make a script for the voiceover for that. I think that's what I'll have to do to salvage the video. Ah, jeez, that's so frustrating. That bakery map is plagued with issues. Not even like the issues with the map itself, just issues with me having trouble with building the map or something going wrong with the video. Goodness sakes. Oh my. I'll fall asleep. I don't want to cough either, yikes. Apologies for that. Maybe drinking water might help. Maybe that will help. Maybe I'll make some hot chocolate later. I'll definitely be more inclined to make hot chocolate because I bought some more coffee creamers, so then I don't do that weird thing where I avoid using the last of the coffee creamer that I currently have. Thinking that, oh, it's not gonna be enough. It's kind of like when there's like that last little bit of leftover that's like not close enough to be an adequate meal, but you still want to have it, but you don't like want to have less than that because then you have to make more or something like that. Oh, hey, we're gonna get below 20,000 in just a second. Woohoo! Let's go. Below 10,000 XP, we're making progress. Yes, let's go. Fly a kite up to the highest high. Let's go. Fly a kite and send it soaring up through the atmosphere, up where the air is clear. Oh, let's go fly a kite. Mary Poppins is such a fun film. It's a very good film. I like it. I think I want to reread The Last Unicorn. I have a copy of the book. I kind of want to reread it. It's been a while. Oh, goodness gracious me! I have got the yawns. The yawns are not acceptable to me because I want to be awake. Oh, but I want to be cozy and sleep. I want to sleep so bad. Which is really funny because I bet you, as soon as I stop playing Kingdom Hearts, I will be so awake. Why do I always think through my decisions and ideas while I'm streaming? Why do I do that to myself? It's so silly. Probably because I'm thinking about streaming, that's probably why. Oh, I can't switch the controllers. I think I am gonna follow through on doing any sort of like random, like if I think about it when on a day I'm not streaming or when it's not time to stream yet and I just randomly think I need to do some level grinding, I'm gonna just start doing that. So then there can be a little bit more progress over time. I think that would be good. And then that way if I've made some extra progress, I can do some other things. Because this is fun, but there's only so many times I can philosophize about random things, and so many stories I can recall off the top of my head. I'm getting an idea, but I need to mentally commit to it before I decide on it. But I think I am gonna commit to the idea. Here's the idea. First things first, I should set up for the idea right now. What I'm doing is I am plugging in my original controller. If you don't know already, if you haven't seen any past streams or seen a part of the segment of the stream when I'm talking about this, I have a controller, the standard one that comes with your PS4 when you first purchase it. It has a problem with either the left or right trigger. That when I press it, it thinks it's still being pressed. This sometimes makes games difficult, or it makes them really, really, really fun. And one of the games that I can play around that with is Birth by Sleep, because it makes the command deck spin like a roulette wheel. So I'm thinking, what if this Thursday I do a run of that? I start doing a run of Birth by Sleep where I play command roulette. I think I'm gonna do that because I think it'll be funny. Also, it'll shake things up, and then I can yap about my early experiences that I can vaguely remember playing Birth by Sleep and being like, oh, wait a minute, I don't remember any of this. Because chances are my memory is so full, it's ridiculous. I used to think that I had such a huge memory bank, but now that I think about it, I did have COVID back in like 2022, or no, not 2022, it was like 2023 or something like that. No, it was 2022. Shoot, did I graduate in 2021 actually? I don't remember. Crap, see what I'm talking about? Memory is shoddy. It is shot. Boom, dynamite. Anyway. Long story short, sick make people not think well. Good job. Good job. Hey. Great job, Yellow Betty. It's great. You're doing great, sweetie. Ah. Good, 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 good. Ah. Sleep is not for the weak. Sleep is for those who want to be strong. It's a really good day, actually. It's a really, really good day. I took care of all of the things I intended to take care of, and I got to rest, which was really, really needed. I needed the rest so bad. So bad. I just needed to lay down. It was very nice. Got cozy in my blanket and be like, yay, sleepy time. Alright, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. Ow. Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me. I really need to. That one's a good song. It's a good song. I don't know why my brain just mixed up Ice Age and Brother Bear, but it did. I think it's specifically I mixed up the song, like the whole montage of them traveling, the trio in Ice Age traveling. I mixed that scene up with On My Way in Brother Bear. I mixed up the song and slapped it into the scene in Brother Bear where they're traveling. Huh. Funny how that works. Okay, there's two. I don't know why I thought there was three of them there. I've played this. I've gone through this segment so many times. Imagine this is a time loop, but I'm making progress. It's like that one episode of Doctor Who. I only know a small section of that, by the way. I only know of that one tiny bit with the 12th Doctor, Capaldi's Doctor, where he's basically living through a time loop over and over and punching through a wall repeatedly until he resets, but the progress is still being made, where he's just reliving, going through over and over, but he's making progress as he goes. That is basically what we're doing. Nice. I was a peripheral watcher of Doctor Who. My dad and my sister were the ones that actually regularly watched the series. I just ended up watching some of the episodes in the background. Like, I think I watched more of 9 and 10's episodes, and then some of 11's, because that was when we were all still watching it on a regular basis. I can't remember. I think it was because it was on Netflix or something like that. That was probably it. I also remember when, shoot, yeah, it was 2005, because it was when the New Who series, like when 9 was starting. I remember watching the one episode where the first time you see a Dalek again in the new series. Like, that was a huge deal. I had no idea what was going on, because I was like, hey Dad, what you watching? And he's like, it's called Doctor Who. And I'm like, okay! Had no idea, like, how big of a deal it was that Doctor Who was back. But yeah, it was fun. Good times. So, like, I have peripheral knowledge of a lot of stuff, and I do end up looking up things and learning about stuff and being like, oh, okay, that makes sense, that makes sense. That's chaos. What the heck? How strange. Okay. I suppose it's one of those nights for me where I just need to drink a lot of water. Uh-oh. I feel a headache. No, I don't want a headache today. Please, no. It's probably just a please go to sleep later headache. That's probably all it is. It's hopefully not anything to do with my declining eyesight. Right? Please don't be anything to do with my bad eyes. I don't need any more pain. That's okay. I'll work on it. We are doing so good. We were above 10k XP remaining at the beginning of the stream. I'll have to do a quick look, but we're at like a little below 9,500, and at the beginning of the stream we were at, where's this spot where I'm taking something out? I love the power of time travel. It's great. Why do I spin so much? Oh yeah, we were at like 1,200 something, so we're doing really good. We're doing great. I think we're on progress actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Sorry for the distraction, this is a regular basis thing. I can and will get distracted by myself with no outer input. I'm just gonna listen to the siren. That means I get to take these guys out faster. Okay, cool. We've done it. There we go. Good, 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 good. Apparently I wasn't breathing for a second. Yikes. Makes sense, though. Makes a lot of sense. Ow. Yeah, we're definitely on track. We're gonna make it to at least 8,000 XP and below before the end of the night. Yay! We're doing so well. I do apologize for that. I had a decent meal and I am very happy about it. I kind of want more of the meal. It must be one of those days where I'm just like wanting to consume all of the things. A bit like Kirby, except I don't gain any of the abilities of whatever I consume, so I just gain the nutrients to survive like a normal human. Woo! I just remembered the few times that I've ever played Super Smash Bros. Like, I remember a couple times I played, like one of the times I played was at the graduation get-together. Like, we had a graduation party somewhere in town, and there was like a game truck, and so like a few of us played. No, wait, no, I'm mixing it up with the birthday party. I did play Smash at a birthday party. It was really funny. But I also remember playing it a lot in college when the Switch version came out. I can't remember what it's called. It's not Brawl. It's not Melee. That's further back. Shoot. It's not All-Stars. No, that doesn't sound right. Why can't I remember the specific name of the Smash Bros game? What the heck? Anyway, it was a lot of fun, and I would jokingly shoutcast the games when I wasn't playing, including this one where there were like 8 Ridleys. Pure chaos, by the way. I kind of wish I got into shoutcasting. I still wish I did. Jeez, I talk like a high school has-been sometimes. Yikes. But, you know, it's fair that I have some regrets about the things I could have done if I had just done them. You know? I think a lot of people have regrets and stuff like that. One of mine is apparently not being like, hey, I want to do shoutcasting for the school team, because that was actually a thing, the esports team. I'm like, I kind of want to do shoutcasting, it'd be funny. I can be dumb at it at first, you know? It's allowed. I'm allowed to be dumb. I can get away with being dumb on purpose if I wanted to, and learn things over time. It would have been a lot of fun. Maybe I'll practice. I don't know. Who knows? But it was lots of fun, and one of the matches, we were helping our friend unlock all of the characters, and I played as Luigi and actually won a fight. And then I proceeded to immediately die to the next arriving character. Like, if I beat him, I would have unlocked him, but I was terrible. We were all screaming and yelling. It was so funny. That was actually pretty glorious. I felt really cool, and it was great to actually win a match. That was the best part about it, was just winning a match. That's all I cared about. It was great. I loved it. Playing fighting games with friends is so fun. It gets super silly sometimes too. I think I have a couple fighting games, like, in my PS4 library. I still haven't played them. One of these days I'll play them. Because, okay, here's the thing. I've got my scheduling down. I've gotten in the habit of regularly scheduling and streaming. Now, I think the next step is planning the streams. Like, I've got the schedule down. Now, I want to get used to changing plans on a regular basis. I think that is my next step. I'm building myself up to making this work. I want to make this work so badly. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Gosh dang it. Why am I like this? To be fair, now that I'm actually thinking about it, I don't think I've eaten as much as I think I have today. I didn't eat my breakfast until almost noon. And I woke up at like 9. I'm not very good at scheduling myself for things, but except for this, apparently. Actually, it's because I got in the habit. Anyway, I think I've only had 2 actual meals today. I had waffles, and then I had the vegetables and gravy, and then I also had some ice cream right after the vegetables and gravy. I kind of want more vegetables and gravy. I'm hungry. I'm hungry, Mother. I really am. Maybe I'll watch 101 Dalmatians after this. Although I did say I was going to video edit. Maybe I should do a little bit of video editing before that. And if I watch 101 Dalmatians, it has to be using it's on a VHS. I have to watch it through the VHS. I don't want to use Disney Plus because a lot of times. Oh wait, no, that was the television. There was a television that had motion smoothing, and I could not stand watching it for more than 5 minutes because of the motion smoothing. It hurt my eyes. And it also pissed me off because I'm like, all of the timing is ruined by the stupid motion smoothing. I don't care if it looks fancy, if all the interpolated 60 frames per second thing. These animated films are 24 frames per second for a reason. Do not try to convert it to 60. They're not 30 FPS, they are 24. Stop messing with the timing with motion smooth. Okay, I need to calm down. I need to calm down. It's fine. It's okay. I don't have to deal with a motion smoothing television. I am okay. I have a perfectly boring, non-internet television, and I am so happy about it right now. It doesn't have all the weird buttons and whistles. It's nice and simple, and I can switch between inputs at will. It is fine. It is just fine. Okay, there we go. Goodness sakes, I was getting way too worked up for no reason. That was ridiculous. Goodness gracious. Okay. Another thing. I'm thinking, what is going on through my head? You know what's funny is I could also play some other games that I have currently on the Wii, but the only one that I can think of that I'm like, yeah, I could totally play this is Legend of Zelda. Because I have Legend of Zelda, I have Lego Star Wars. I'm not gonna do TMNT again. I've already done it twice. We don't need to do it a third time. We're not doing it a third time. Nope. It's time to stop. I did it back in, what was it, 2009, 2010? Frick, I don't remember. It's been years. But either way, I did it again in 2022. We're good. We're good. We've accomplished. We don't need to do it again. If anything, Twilight Princess needs a redemption arc because I did there's like one episode on my channel. And yeah. Goodness me. Okay. Oh hey, I think we're below 9,000 XP. Yay! Yep. Okay. I'm gonna take out these three real quick. Okay, sorry about the sudden grudge impression. I seem to be experiencing pain and discomfort, which means I need to take said medicine for pain and discomfort. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you the be right back screen, and I will in fact be right back. Oh jeez Louise. I'm okay. I'm fine. We're back. The evil is defeated. Yay. Holy Hera. Okay, wait a minute. Wait. Did I leave a snack for myself? Damn. I was really hoping that I had forgotten about a snack, and there are no snacks. I should have bought Bagel Bites. I don't know why I didn't buy them. Little pizza bagels. Pizza bagels are good. I don't know why I didn't buy them. Gosh dang it. Girl, why didn't you buy pizza bagels? You could have had pizza bagels and just ate them on stream, but no, somebody had to. Yeah, whatever. Why am I sassing myself? What the heck? Whatever. Haven't clicked in a while. Okay. Wait, have I? No. Yes? No. Point is, I feel better. That sounds crazy, and it sounds like I'm feeling better way too freaking fast, but sometimes moving is important. Sorry about that, I just coughed. Don't worry, I'm just weird. That's all there is to it. Really? You couldn't even adequately damage me, Dusk? Why'd you do that? Ow. Rude. I think I need to do my monthly go outside, touch grass, and pointlessly shop and craft something. I do actually need to stop by a thrift store and see if I can find a scarf or something that I can use as a belt type thing for the Hera cosplay that I'm still putting together. Because I have the scepter that I put together made, and I have a little crown. And I kind of have an outfit, but it's a jumpsuit. And if I'm going to be walking around in a jumpsuit all day, I want to be comfortable with it. And I also want to style it more than just having that and calling it good, you know? Silly. Whee! It's so funny, it's like, why Hera cosplay? Well, you see, I decided that basically the cosplay group that I'm kind of part of, we've decided that at least one of the days we're all gonna cosplay characters from Epic the Musical, and I'm like, you know what? I'll cosplay as Hera, even though, as far as I know, she's literally only in one song and only has a few lines in that song, and that is it. That is it. But I thought, you know what? I don't think anybody else is gonna cosplay her, so I might as well. We're probably gonna get a lot of Odysseus. And some Penelopes. And maybe a Telemachus. You know. Probably some Hermes, Circe, Aphrodite, Athena. Definitely Athena. She's awesome. Love her. But yeah, just some fun cosplay and stuff. And I thought, you know what? Hera. She's cool. And it also means that I get to use the jumpsuit outfit. It has like the, I can't remember what it's called with the little line thingies, but it's got like some jeweled lines. It's a very modern outfit. I literally bought it at a big box store a while ago because I'm like, I don't have any fancy dresses for any special occasions. I should get a couple. And one of them was a jumpsuit. That is a nice, pretty dark blue. And now I have it. And I still haven't worn it to any sort of fancy events. Same with this black dress, which also has kind of like a thing, a draping thing. Like, it's super plain. I would need to style it to make it look actually really good. But it's got it's like a shawl that's sort of built in to the dress, because otherwise the dress is just basically a simple black dress with like with like tank top like sleeves. Like, it's super simple. But I was just like, I just want to have a fancy dress to go to fun events with, and, you know, go to fancy dances with, as if I go to fancy dances. I haven't been to a fancy dance in ages. The last time I remember, like, dressing up was for someone's wedding. And neither of those dresses, or, well, the jumpsuit also, neither of those really worked with the wedding colors. I was in the wedding party for that. It was a lot of fun. So now I have 3 fancy outfits. I need to do some additional tailoring on the one that I wore to the wedding. Like, I had to pin it up. I needed help with that. It was so funny. It was also the first time I had actually worn something with only one shoulder in public in ages. Because that's what happens when you grow up religious. It changes how you dress yourself. And when you start not going and start departing from that, lots of new experiences occur, including picking out a dress. That whole thing was an adventure and a half, because I couldn't figure out my size for anything anymore, and I was having a lot of like body dysmorphia with that. That was a fun ride. It ended up working out, and I also had some help with at least shortening the dress so then I wouldn't trip all over myself. I probably should have gotten a smaller size. I think that was my main problem, is just getting too big of a size. Bada bing, bada boom for me, I guess. That's what I get for mismeasuring. Whee! It is what it is, and that's cool. But yeah, fancy! Dressing fancy is fun. It's more fun when you feel comfortable in the outfits and they fit you. Like, for example, this isn't about fancy dressing. I think I've talked about this at length before, but I will always talk about this at any given moment if prompted or unprompted. I bought some jeans in recent months. I literally talked about this on stream, so it was between like the end of September and now. I've had these jeans for approximately 2 to 3 months, and I still love them. And I am so happy that I was able to, 1, find jeans that fit me, and 2, I am comfortable, and 3, also, they're jeans. I hadn't worn jeans since towards the end of my college years. Because, yeah, all of my pants that I had worn throughout the years slowly got holes in them, and I didn't have the adequate mending skills for them, and they would have just looked really not great if I tried to mend them. It would have been so bad. Basically, I ran out of pants. I think I also gained weight towards the end of college due to high stress and just trying to fight to survive. Also, I wasn't walking as much as I used to, because I used to walk up and down stairs, but once I moved to a different place, I was like, I'm driving, I don't want to walk. I also had my dog with me at the time, because I was going through it. Oh my gosh, it was bad. What a messy time. What a messy time. Yeah, but I started having a lot of body image issues towards the end of those last couple years just because of that. Growing up in the 2000s is a nightmare. I say growing up in the 2000s, I'm a 90s kid. Like, I was spawned in the 90s, but I have the experiences of a lot of 2000s babies, so yeah. Generation talks get really weird for me, because I'm like, okay, I relate to a lot of the millennial experiences, but I also relate to a lot of the Gen Z experience, at least on the older end. And like, I get, like, Zillennial kind of works, or we're in that weird zone of like, what the frick is going on? What am I? And I've just kind of given up on the categorization. In all fairness, this is a regular occurrence for me. I can't even tell what my face shape is. I don't understand what I look like. I know what I look like. I know what year I'm born in. I know a lot of things, but I don't fully comprehend them. And that is a problem on a regular basis when I'm trying to figure out simple things. Like, what generation was I spawned in? I don't freaking know. All I know is that I do a mixture of Gen Z and Millennial BS. Is it possibly I have a little bit more of the Gen Z stuff because I spend an inadequate time on the internet? Yes, it is totally that. I spend way too much time on the internet, so I do understand a crap ton of memes that I probably normally wouldn't understand if I actually touched grass for more than 5 minutes. Woo! Sorry about that, that was a little loud. But I also had a huge chunk of millennial upbringing of when I was in the early days of growing up. Prior to being of 13 years of age, I spent a lot of time outside. I used to ride my bike everywhere. I used to, like, my sister and friends and I, we would go walk down to the nearest gas station and get candy from the store when it was only less than $1 or so. That was so much fun. We used to get, Fun Dip and Baby Bottle Pops, which was basically just a sucker that used dip in sugar. That was literally it. Fruit roll-ups. The bubble gum that was like in like the round container that you would like, it was like bubble gum tape where you could like pull out and like pick how much gum you wanted to chew at the time. Oh. Okay. Gas station runs, my beloved. And yes, we would indeed drink from the hose. I would always let the hose run for a little bit though after starting it when I was outside because I didn't want to accidentally drink up a bug. I got scared once by a bug coming out of the hose and I'm like, never again. I ain't gonna try to drink up a bug. Never did, but I was always suspicious of it. Oh my goodness gracious. Time is a funny thing. Dang it, I want to chop off my hair again, it's pissing me off. I keep it in a ponytail like 99% of the time. Like the only time I take it out of my ponytail is to shower or to brush my hair or like to readjust the ponytail and fix it. That's it. I do not like having my hair down, it pisses me off. But I've decided I'm not gonna cut my hair until after the Hera cosplay, although I don't necessarily have to have long hair to cosplay as her. If I curled my hair just right, I could work with that. I could also just go for a chin-length bob. I've done it before. It actually looked pretty nice. I just have to make sure that if I do cut my hair, I can't let it get I cannot look like a Karen. I will actually cry if I ever look like a Karen. I want to chop off my hair so bad. Oh. Goodness sakes. It's one of those times. I probably just need to wash my hair again. I know I like literally washed it yesterday, but I probably just need to wash it again. That's probably it. It's just if I turn my head, I can feel the hair and it upsets me. Why are they all doing nothing except just flipping around? Guys, please, Dusks attack me, fight me properly. I want some damage. Even though I have adequate enough damage to get 8 XP out of you, I want more. I'm being greedy. On purpose. Okay, there we go. We're cool. Whew. Nice. Ow. Whee. I bet there's gonna be a muted section on the VOD where I pause to take a phone call. I'm calling it now. Why do I feel pain? I still feel pain. Dang it. I probably just need to eat. That's probably it. I really want food. Okay, how about this? We're gonna get below 8,000 XP and then I'm gonna eat food because I want food so bad. I hunger. I'm gonna eat more of those vegetables and gravy. Except this time I'm gonna heat it properly. Oh my gosh. Some of it was cold when I ate it earlier and it pissed me off, but I was like, girl, I gotta finish this food so then I can get the ball rolling. I shouldn't have doubled the recipe, but I wanted to. Okay. Nice. Okay, where's the water? I need a drink. There you are. Hello, water. Okay. We're doing swell. Yeah. Whew. What's funny is during that whole hair rant that I just had, I took my hair out of the ponytail and it seems to be doing fine. I still want to cut it. You know what I want to try out? I want to try out shaving my head. It would drive everybody in my life insane though if I did that. It might even drive me insane. Plus, I would have to deal with the setback of waiting for my hair to grow out. A feminine urge to go bald, I guess. I'll just draw myself with some tattoo markers later. Oh my goodness. Ow. Alright, cool. We are making excellent progress. In all honesty, we are reaching the general... We've definitely passed like 4,000 XP total earned on stream. So I'm pretty happy about the progress. I mean, it's not within exactly 2 hours, but I don't expect it to always be 4,000 XP per the 2 hours. I do not want to overwork myself. I don't want to go insane. Even though it sounds like I'm already going insane. I'm making progress, dang it! Whew. That sounded horrendous. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Ba-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. No, I'm trying to stay awake. No! Lord Hypnos, please don't make me sleep. I don't want to sleep. I'm not tired. I swear I'm not tired. Sorry, I'm being a little silly. I'm just gonna make weird noises for the next 5 minutes, okay? It's necessary. The pain is not subsiding, it's getting worse! And playing Power Wash will only make it worse, so I have no idea how to combat it! Ah! Ah! Okay. Chill, please. For 2 minutes. This is actually silly and ridiculous. I feel like a clown. I feel like a clown. I am clowning around. Honk honk. You know what? Instead of a cat girl, Sona, if I do a VTuber, maybe I'll do a clown skin. Although if I were to do that, I would want to, maybe I should go to clown school. Where are the clown schools? Would I really want to go to clown school? Would I be a disgrace to all clowns if I did that? I'd want to do them proud. I don't want to disrespect the clown community. It's very important to me that I don't disrespect the clown community. Their profession is I say, a noble one. Because clowns are often hired to entertain and be silly, and sometimes do slightly dangerous stunts, especially if you're a rodeo clown. Yeah. And also being entertaining in the face of usually like lots of children, and also people who are terrified of you because of the makeup and attitude discrepancy. We know when the clowns are grumpy. Just because the face exaggerates a smile doesn't mean the smile is real. That's the true reason of the fear of clowns. It sets off the uncanny valley. That's why clown makeup has changed slightly. If I remember right, anyway. I cannot claim to be an expert on clowning. I haven't gone to school for that. No, not yet. I say not yet, but I'm probably not gonna go to clown school. I should look it up. I'm gonna look it up right now. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Come on, gang. Let's look up clown schools. Let me type on the freaking keyboard. I don't want to type on the screen. You butt. Clown school near me. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. Oh, there's a clown templation. That's an actual word in the article I'm looking at. This is amazing. Getting nosy about your clown type. Oh my gosh, that is okay. This is going. We're about to expand our horizons right here. Oh my gosh, this is wild. Okay. Interesting. I'm not getting like clown types. But I feel like I'm learning more just by looking through just clown schools. Hang on, where are these? Okay, of course, yes. Okay, there's California, DC, Western Maine. Impressive. I'm looking at clown schools in case you're all wondering. Pennsylvania, okay. Of course, another one in California. Yep, that makes sense. In New York, of course. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Oh, wow. Lots of options. Illinois. More California, of course. What the heck? Where the fr- Oh, they're workshops. Okay, that makes sense. I think I would have to give it some serious consideration before considering taking clown school. Because I wouldn't want to half-bake things like I've done for the first 28 years of my life. I want to put passion and be too serious about things. I want to care about the things I do. Which, I mean, I do care about this quite a bit. Probably get a hell of a lot more mileage than a freaking computer science degree. Oh my gosh, it's oversaturated to hell. There we go. Ow! Take that. Okay. For some reason, looking up clown schools made me feel better. I was getting a little cranky thinking about food, but, clowning has made me feel better. That's awesome. Okay. Alright. Cool. Cool. I am gonna put my hair back where it belongs. It's pissing me off again. It's been down for too long. There we go. There is a sentence I want to say, but I don't know how to explain why I want to say it. And it sounds insane out of context. Oh, to be a man and to be able to also dress in pretty clothes as a man. I don't know why, but that is the thing. Well, actually, that's the nicer way of saying it. The other way of saying it, I don't think I'm allowed to say on Twitch. It's not as bad as I'm making it sound. It's really not. I think I need to wait a couple of months, but in a couple months, I'm gonna check and see. There's like a giant LARP event that exists in the States. I think I'm gonna go to that. I haven't decided. I think going to a LARP event would be good for me. I think I want to be around people. What the heck? I want to speak to people. I want to socialize with them. But they're scary. This is a dilemma. Okay, let's think. I think I'm figuring out a solution to solving my dilemma. I will take the first steps towards solving the dilemma of wanting to socialize with people, but being scared of them after the stream. Huh. By the way, chat, if you get a physical reaction to something that is a normal human experience, that probably means you need to talk with, like, somebody about it. If you can't afford the therapist, find a trusted person in your life to talk with about it and be like, hey, can I talk to you about something that might be slightly uncomfortable and deep? And if they say no, then say, great. And probably just journal about it if you can't find anyone that can adequately help you with it. Or just even listen to you talk about silly things. But if you can afford a therapist, and if you're in a place where you can do the sliding scale of not having to pay so much for a therapist, go get one. Therapists are amazing. Mainly if you get the right one. Obviously, you're gonna have to do a little bit of searching. You might end up quitting a couple of them because either they suck or the treatment options and discussion options aren't going to work with you. Anyway, back to the weird visceral reaction I just had at the concept of socializing with people that I don't know. Clearly that's something. Yikes. Whew. It feels nice to talk about it. To be fair, what I'm experiencing right now is a very it's a fear of like being perceived and the possibility of a person not liking me. That is the fear that exists, which is something that a lot of people have a fear of. They want to be liked. Lots of people want to be liked. It's a very human thing. And it affects some people a lot more strongly than others. And that is okay. Why am I therapizing myself on stream? What the hell? Okay, you know what? It's fine. It's cool. It's cool. It might help somebody someday. Someone might one day binge watch through my VODs and come across this and be like, hey, this is helpful. I think I want to redraw my icon. Don't get me wrong, the kitty cat is cute, but I think the kitty cat needs eyes. I just want to redraw it. And I'm not even going to look at the original drawing. I'm just going to redraw it, and it'll be great. I will have to do that after the iPad recharges, though. But I wanna redraw it for the new year. I think that'll be fun. Computer, what mods do you have? I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check right now. I'm gonna check and see what mods I have on my computer. Alright, here we go. Wake up. I feel like TeamSpeak, where you poke somebody and it's like, hey, wake up. Alright, let me type in my password super freaking fast. Nailed it. Alright, oh my gosh, I left the editing file open. Whoops. That's not gonna be a problem later, is it? Ow. Hang on, let me beat these guys up real quick. Okay, cool. Let me pause that for a second. Where's my mods folder? Oh, sick. Perfect. Okay, cool. Cool. I can work with this if I can remember How to boot up the game. Alright, cool, sick. I love it. I just gotta remember the URL for the URL. Oh. Ancient. Ancient! Old. Okay. That's enough jokes about being old. Thing is I'm not really that old. I'm really not. I'm not like in my early 20s or anything, but I'm not really that old. Then again, my perception of age could be really weird because nobody in my family ages that fast. In our defense, none of the family members went to tanning salons or smoked a crap ton or drank ourselves half to death. So we're not aged by parties and all that stuff. No offense to anybody who did age via partying. Y'all had fun, so. I will not give anybody flack for having a little bit of fun and trying to deal with their life in fun ways for them, so. But like, no one in my family ages super fast. Like, I've, in the past 2 to 3 years, I've finally stopped being mistaken for a teenager. Thank God. I still get carded if I go to a place where alcohol is. Good job. I sound so adult professional. Good job. Anyway. And of course, I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty sure everyone is supposed to get carded. That's how liquor licenses work. They card everyone that goes in there because you never know if the old person is actually just in their 20s, like 20 or something like that. They're legally supposed to card you when you order alcohol at like the start of the bar. It's very important. Anyway. But like, I fully, like, nowadays it's just like, oh, that's funny. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm definitely old enough, but like, it's not like, oh, do you think I am baby anymore? Like, I'm not baby, not at all. I have grown. I feel like a proper adult, even though I have no idea what I'm doing. That's the secret. No adult knows what they're doing, by the way. We're just all making it up. And just trying to follow whatever rules the previous adults made up. Because we thought they thought they knew what they were doing. They don't. We're all just working with it, improvising. It's the world's biggest improv. And it does not always work out well for everyone. I mean, we can make plans. We're just making it up. I like the plans that I'm currently making, though. Streaming. Making videos. Trying to be a functional human. I think they're great. I think they're great plans. I hope to make more. Goodness gracious. Got the yawns again. I should have bought a bath bomb while I was at the store. I would kill to have a proper bath. Like, I take showers and stuff like that, but I would kill to have a bath bomb bath. I did one, like, over a year ago, and it was so fun. I had a lot of fun with that. I want to do it again. Or get bubble bath. Oh my gosh. I have not seen bubble bath solution in so long. I would love to have a bubble bath. That'd be so sick. Because then I could make a hat out of the bubbles. It'd be so fun. I wonder if that's at the latest update. That's the real question. Oh shoot, am I behind? Am I behind on the updates? Crap. Shoot. You know what? It's fine. It's cool. I just gotta remember the name of the, name of the thing. The name of the game. What's the name of the game? I don't remember the whole song of that one, but I know it's an ABBA song. I could look it up. I'll look it up right now. I'm gonna look it up. Oh crap, I can't type. Shiznits. Ah! Okay, okay, I gotta focus. I can't do this twice at once. Twice at once? The heck? What is going on with the marbles in my head? Okay, let's type this again. There we go. Jeez. Cool. Awesome. I love it. Okay. I'm gonna do that. As soon as it loads. Oh, it loaded. That was fast. Okay. Let's put that back on. What? Okay. I got, time confused for a second. This is, also a frequent... There's a lot of things wrong with me. What the heck? To be fair, I think there's a lot of things wrong with a lot of streamers, so, you know, this is relatively normal for my demographic. Wait, that's not the right word. That is not the right word at all. Okay. Anyway. No. I've already forgotten the name of it. That's okay. I can remember later. I'll remember in a minute. No! Hit me! Dang it! Why are you... Get back here. Come on, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. Fight me. Bring it on, I can take you all out. Alright. Okay. We've made a crap ton of progress. So, you know what? That is gonna do it for the stream. I'm going to save, and then I'm gonna send you to the thanks for watching screen because I have nobody to throw you at yet. Soon. Soon. One day I will throw you at people. That sounds really weird out of context. But we've made quite a bit of progress. We are now 81 hours into this, almost 82 hours. That's bonkers, if you ask me. Thank you so much for watching or stopping by. My channel on YouTube is YellowFang42. My Twitch channel is Twitch YellowFang42. I have other videos on YouTube. There are some videos on Twitch. I also have my socials, which is twitter.com/YellowFang42 or on Blue Sky if you're on Blue Sky. If you enjoyed this or want to see more or whatever I'm gonna do next, hit the follow button or the subscribe button if you're on YouTube. Have a good one. I'm gonna scare the daylights out of myself by trying to be social in Minecraft. Wish me luck. Haha. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I'm scared already. Alright, have a good one.